Have you seen the news with Whatnot, Ken Golden, the BCCE packs, and the order that they were coming out at National? Have you seen that news?
It just
Gage,
came
I
up.
get weird after 10. You know this.
It just came up. I didn't honestly. I saw something about. I saw Card Porn had posted something about the sequence being off, and I had a few people text me. They're like, they didn't understand what was wrong, and I said, well, the sequence is off, and they're like, well, what's wrong with that? I'm like, well, basically, people would pretend like you buy 5 boxes, you open 5 boxes, you pull all the centered cards out, then you put 4 boxes back together, and then you sell those 4 boxes. So you've now cherry picked the cream of the crop for grading, because the 86 Fleer comes out of boxes, gem mint, as long as it's centered, and then obviously print. But centering is an issue. So if you hit a centering run, you would keep all the centered cards. And then the problem with these guys did, and I'm guessing, I honestly, I just saw this like a few hours ago. I'm guessing they pieced together the boxes incorrectly, because I said there were Jordans in there, I guess, right?
I think what they did actually was they bought a couple sets, mid to low grade sets. And then what they did was they put them back in the packs in number order. And Andrew, I don't know if you know this or not, but that said number order is also alphabetical, which is why they show up Johnson, why Ryan Johnson pulled a pack that had 5 Johnsons in it, right? Which is just an amazing, ridiculous thing, right? So what winds up happening is I think it's a 66 is the 86 Fleer. It's a 66. So like, the packs will be card number 32 will then have card number 98, then card number 31 and card number 97, then card number 30, then card number 96. That'll be the normal flow. Sometimes they flip and they'll go the other direction, but there's a 66 gap in between normally. So you can kind of predict when the Jordan is, number 57, when he's going to show up and the whole deal. And that's why people are like, oh, it's a Jordan. This one here was not that sequence at all. It was basically like somebody took a set and took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put it in a pack, sealed it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, put it in a pack, sealed it up. And several times, the Johnson pack, there were 2 of them like that.
And the sequence is always right. I used to know this. I haven't cracked boxes. It's a horrible break now. Like I cracked all mine in like 99 to 04, and they were like 12 to 15,000 a box. But the sequence was always on point. Like when you saw Clark Kellogg, like Jordan was next.
Yeah.
And that's why when I watch these videos, it cracks me up. People, they see Clark Kellogg and like nobody's freaking out yet. It's like, guys, get excited. And then like they go to them, they're like, oh my God, it's Jordan. It's like, no shit. But yeah, so I didn't.
It. People who know this know it. Like what was the code for Tyson?
I remember Contra. It wasn't Contra up, down, left, right. No.
Left,
BAB, select start. Yeah. No, that was metal.
007-373-5963. Gets you right to Mike Tyson, straight out of the game. Like, people remember these things. I remember this stupidity. That's Mike Tyson's punch out, Andrew.
I used to know a lot. I used to know a lot of them, but this, I'm a little. He's
like, I remember it 2 hours and 2 bottles of wine ago.
Jason, it's a good point though. There's a lot of new people coming into the hobby. Like, we judge the hobby sometimes by card prices, but not by demand.
Yeah.
But I think at the show, like you see, there's a ton of kids at the show. There's a ton of new people at the show. I don't think there's any problem if you put on half decent show anywhere across America to really get a crowd. I think
I would say the hobby is like, even with where the economy's dipped in the last year, the hobby is so strong. Like, even though prices have come down, I mean, they've kind of come down accordingly with stocks, crypto. Like, it's not like it's like some weird thing like why are cards dipping. Also, like, one of the things that I struggle with is another reason I like vintage is every year, and I don't know what the exact value is, but there's like hundreds of millions of dollars of cards that are coming out every year between football, basketball, baseball, and all that money either needs to be new money coming in or selling old stuff. So, like, I think the hobby's actually handled it really well.